is top five. Top five move straight to the finals. Bottom three are done. Their keys will be crushed tomorrow, and the rest of those teams are gonna have to make it happen in the survival stage. But it ain't over yet. Let's get into match number 5.
Oh yeah, baby. Another plane path on the go. We start to change the scenery, like you said, moving into a Miramar. Hopefully should be another exciting game as well. We've seen an exchange of blows from various different squads today, Jukes. It's been kind of hard to predict if it will be a consistent run from a lot of our teams, but known quantities building up their points, and the top 3 right now looking a little bit more defined. It's good to see some of the big squads getting the flex going.
Yeah, now we got Enigma Galaxy pushing their way all up the way to first place, so they are sitting pretty here as we take a look at the most eliminations. Balak still owns that top spot, 13 eliminations. He's busted out a baker's dozen here, but Coop's not far behind him there with 10. And now you look as far as when it comes to that damage, top, he's gonna be on top there with 2,300 with Coop's right behind him.
Good to see, man. You got to give that shout out to Balak as well, right? Instantly came in like an inferno, but I think he just hit his stride immediately from game 1 where the shots were on point. It's the way he's going into these fights as well. He's just handling himself with this almost arrogant-like confidence where it doesn't matter what's around. If he just hits his shots, plays his game, doesn't seem to buckle under the pressure that you know is there. It's a big stage, a lot of excitement. Paris has been getting loud as well. And we've got our zone for this one, Jukes. That's a lot of water, buddy. That's H2O for you.
That is way too much water. We got a crazy shift on the Puerto Payaso. Let's see who's going to be able to make them moves. Could you imagine if we get the island finish here?
Oh, don't even.
In Paris? Oh,
don't even.
I should have even said it. I shouldn't have even said it.
Like, drop the Eiffel Tower in, mate. That's all we need. Let's get it on brand, Jukes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's that synergy right there. But hey, you know what, teams? Drop it safely here. That's what I like to see, you know, because every time we go into a different map, especially on day 1, never know if we're going to reach one of those hot drops here. But hey, take there a look at the bottom left. Go ahead and join that Uzumaki event. That Naruto. Get those skins quick and fast and in a hurry.
Don't get much hotter than that. Maxman's been ranting and raving about them all day. I've not heard him say anything else other than Naruto. So fair play, Max. We know you love it, and you're rightfully so in that opinion. But hey, you're right on the money. That last game, obviously pretty aggressive on the hot drop, right? GK versus GOAT. Didn't really work out too well for GOAT, did it? Moxie barely limped away, tail tucked between his legs, resulted in him falling relatively middle of the game, but gets nothing from it, just the solo. So goodbye to any points being earned on that one. Learn from your mistakes, dropping further up. They're going to keep themselves safe. Nose is clean, at least for the opening drops. James.
Yeah, very safe here. I like to see that here, because right now it's honestly crunch time, especially for, honestly, these teams at the bottom, right? We've been talking about the squads up top, but I mean, what is going on with a team like Thundertalk? Thundertalk Gaming, 15th place, only 12 points on the board. X-Force Rejects right next to him. Aula in really big trouble with only 10. Honestly, if they really want to extend their tournament life here, now's the time, right? Get a good Miramar game here and now, and that could be just enough to at least extend that tournament just a little bit longer.
You need to give yourself some sort of confidence as well. Like you say, right, getting towards the end of day 1 here, it starts to sink in the reality of the situation. If you're down those bottom 2 spots, by the time you get back to the hotel, but it's the fear that creeps in. You never want to leave your fate in the hands of another team.
Definitely do not. Huge prize pool here for the group stage by itself. Over $1 million on the line just for this stage. Survival stage is going to have 152,000, but as we get to the finals, that's 1.7 million, man. That's some serious cheddar. And that's what everybody's going to be hunting down right here. Aurora going to be one of those squads for sure. They're sitting pretty in 3rd place. This could be a good game for these top squads, though, to make that gap, right? Just in case tomorrow doesn't go their way fully, at least it'll lock them in position to hopefully make it straight into those finals.
That's where you want to be, the best of the competition. The tournament here only going to get more and more enticing. It's like you say, life-changing money in reality that's on the line there, but it's not only the cheddar, you got the bread on either side. That's a sandwich prize pool.
Oof. And we are in Paris. They got phenomenal bread here.
Hey, but get that up right now, boy.
Let's go. Let's go. Turn up. As we're gonna look at Ulf on the move here. They're getting into zone very, very quickly, so they're already in the circle. We're starting to see a lot of teams head on over to Los Leones. We got quite a few teams still far out from the zone. One of them I'm gonna be looking at is those teams in my hot seat right now. Aula, you're gonna be one of them. They're all the way up in La Correria. That's gonna be on the complete opposite side of this circle. They gotta get moving here pretty quick.
Put the pedal to the metal, start to get a bit of movement on the go. The fan favorite right now here in Paris as well, and a team that's so dominant, it's easy to understand why. 4 Fribes looking absolutely delicious out there today, Jigs. It's been big plays from the roster, and of course, the one man in Falak that's been really flying the organization's banner high.
Yeah, he's making it happen here, man. Hey, big shout outs to 4 Thrives. I mean, they end up winning PMGO Season 1, something that honestly, a lot of people didn't predict. Their fans went wild, brought home a global trophy on the side of Pakistan, but now we're going to see X-Force Rejects getting into a battle with Geek, and this is a loss they just can't afford.
Well, our opening elim of the game then go in the way of Ragnarok as he slams down early and gets that first pick hammered through. So Reject, probably feeling a bit rejected on that one, but got to give up any space they got. Fragment out.
It's tough, especially considering that they were already in the circle, so losing a player that early is not good. Unfortunate on the side of X-Force Rejects, everything going wrong. But still 3 players up, they could bounce back. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that, as a lot of the teams that were outside of the circle are finally starting to make that great rotation and find their little place in this zone. But where do you think this next zone is going to go, Jackie? Huh? You think we're going to be heading to that water after all?
I wouldn't mind.
Let's do it.
You know what? Play devil's advocate, bro. Let's do it. Let's make this as awkward as humanly possible, Jukes.
Let's go. I want to see some swimming action here.
We've already had a bit of treading water today. We'll see if it happens once again. On your point as well, though, man, it's uncomfortable. A squad like Reject, right? We're talking about squads at the bottom of our overall standing right now. They're down there. They're literally trying to keep their heads above water in a sea of points that are being accumulated by the other squads above them. And losing one player, sure, as much as sometimes you can manage the situation early doors like this when you've had a rough run today, that's the difference of you just bottoming out again, having that extra layer, the upset, the sadness mounting on you, Dukes.
Yeah.
It gets a bit uncomfortable, bro.
That's for sure. And it's pretty crazy because, yeah, the level of competition here is ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, right before we came up here to start casting these matches, I walked by a lot of these players and I saw their coaches, and pretty heavy conversations. Let's put it that way. You know, I didn't see very much of like, oh, you know, good job, it's okay. No, it was pretty much just like, what are you doing, right? How are we gonna? We cannot afford these mistakes. So the pressure is definitely on here. But we're seeing some great adjustments from some squads, right? Enigma Galaxy lost that game 3 by just so dang close, but ended up having a good bounce back couple of matches, and now they're on top of the leaderboards. But you can't let off the gas pedal just yet. Let's see where that next zone's gonna go, baby. Are we gonna win the water? No! It goes right back to the mainland. It's gonna be a La Bendita finish. So all these teams on the south side, that's gonna be 4 Thrives. Gonna have to start making their way on up.
Yeah, ignore the coast, get back to the mainland, and set your focus on what's yet to come. And like you touched on there, bro, so many small margins that have defined some of our games today. Ammunition economy being a big one there. Big change up from them, though. We heard from the man himself about the setup with the core with the late nades. It was like 12 nades back to back. Crazy. That was horrific to be under. You go from thinking, yeah, we can kind of slow this one down, snake it out a little bit. Boom, 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 boom.
That pressure applying. Honestly, if you're going to take out 4 Thrives, that's the way to do it, right? Utilize that util as much as you possibly can. Enigma Galaxy, we're not wasting any of it right there. And, you know, speaking of, like, resources, that's the one thing that you really got to make sure I'm pointing out when it comes to Miramar. This is the resource management map. You want to make sure you got plenty of that 5.5, plenty of health kits here, and a nice, fresh vehicle, because that is going to be the way to win this one. And This is a very typical game now. It's still stage number 2, only 1 player down so far. So this end zone is gonna get hectic.
Everyone lining up to climb over each other. Oh, we say it's quiet, but finally there's a bit of noise. Flash once again playing their cards. That's a tag onto Reefus. Instantly get him dropped down on his legs there. Win looking for more, over top angle, good spam, slight tag, but not enough to convert it into a frag on the getaway.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna push this at all. Yeah, you just gotta let Aurora find their way in. Nice little pick off there. Aurora gonna have to do something with 3 players up now. Reefus getting taken out. And that zone, now we're starting to see teams really start flexing and take up as much real estate as they possibly can. But one of the teams that hasn't found a spot just yet is gonna be Aurora Gaming. You saw that sign on that building, a beautiful day. Starting to feel a little bit less beautiful though as this blue zone's starting to creep on it.
Yeah, normally blue skies are a nice sight, mate. Not here.
Yeah, not that one.
No.
No.
That's going to be painful. Nip away at your heels and leave it feeling a bit uncomfortable, like some of the squads that have had a bit of a rough day today. But we'll focus on the better signs of life and see if anyone can build off of this.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what... I have a feeling Fudia are going to do something here. I mean, they're on that western side of the map, right there underneath that La Vendita sign. And the zone ends up going in their direction, so another good sign for them. Let's see how they're going to approach this next circle. As we still got a lot of squads. Aurora being one of them, AGAL, even Fourth Thrives are going to have to creep their way into this next zone. Going to have to do it pretty carefully. When you get a northern shift like that northern side is usually wide open, so I'm expecting to see some teams kind of hug that circle and trying to find their way up to the top.
Bit of info spotted here as well. Coop's getting the read. That's Flash just up on the higher ridge there. Lord repositioning in the buggy. Needs to get into cover. Not quick enough. Shot straight on target, Jukes. And they're going to follow up with this, it seems. Instant engage off the opening pick. They've got an advantage for the fight. 2-2 split either side. Coop's got a bail. Should be a free flush on Lord. Aurora on the road as well. This could get pretty spicy.
Woo. Flash, being true to their name, they're not wasting no time. They're moving quick here. And now Win is knocked. Bo's going to be able to try to find an angle. And Doc are now down as Gaming Stars are putting in that work. Both these teams just kind of driving around, trying to find safety anywhere they can get it.
Hey, far back as well. That's Scarface from Ulf getting the line up with the bolt action. Quick with the car. Hits that, snipes one down, and Aurora absolutely wiped off the battleground. Mopped up like a spilled drink, but that was quick.
Oh, that was way too quick. Got to pick that up here as Falak now with the shotgun. Trying to get the knock here. Tops is in big trouble. He's down to 1 HP, but Bo's able to get that support. IQ, though, gets his revenge as well, and the instant thirst. Falak is in a safe position for now. T24 going to throw out those smokes and try to pick up their main fragger quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's good to see from IQ. Big brains, but bigger brawn being played with on that one with the quick shots back over to buy time for them to reset off the engagement. Similar scenario for Win here on Flash. See if they can get him recovered and live to fight on from it. All kicked off an awkward engagement, really, right?
Yeah, just like that. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. It's just like any little slight mistake, it's going to get punished. And now Aurora's gone. Team Flash are down to just one. Actually, nope, that is it. Gone in a Flash, and that's 2 of our top squads. That's it. Second, fourth place are out. Huge opportunity, especially for a team like Fourth Thrives to put themselves back at the top of the leaderboards and see if they can do it, though. As X-Force rejects, that's a team that definitely needs some points. Shiva's got that mini, and hopefully try to use it to steal away some eliminations. As we head into our next circle, it's going to go on up to the north.
Shifting on through, GOAT team potentially going to be showing us something to work with as well as this action's been building. And that mini 14 might make a play a little bit later as well, bro. Make that look like a major 14 from the lineup and start to snipe down onto him. Had a read from the angle, but doesn't play his card. And you can see everyone starting to usher their way forward as well. OG trying to catch whiff of the drive-by reverb from Reject on the move. They're already set up with some safety to play with, so just scanning the periphery right now.
Take your time, take your time. Try to catch some of these players out. Devil's wide out in the open here. That vehicle is smoking. It's on fire now. One more shot's gonna do it. Devil surviving. Barely there as that vehicle just exploded. But he should be able to run and get to safety inside that shack with his teammate. Good old reverb.
Suppose it makes sense, man. Devil playing with fire there. Able to withstand the heat. Get himself tucked back in with his teammate. Counting his blessings on that one.
Yeah, barely able to make it out there. Extend that game just a little bit longer here. Moving on over, we're going to see Enigma Galaxy here. All right, there we go. They're going to be holding this ridge line for now. Geek trying to catch AGAL on the top of this hillside. Nice nades, applying some more shots there. Ooh, nice turn from Easy, but not able to get the flush. Shots ringing out back and forth. Players from all over the place getting knocked here. Ragnarok gonna have to make a play here on Flower Age, though.
It's got to be huge from him. Looked like Bad Boy had the read with a quick flick, but wasn't fast enough to make him sit down. Ragnarok, 2 squads to deal with. Knows his teammates' days are numbered. Got to cut his losses on saving them, but look to at least build and survive himself. Tucks further back. Limited cover to play with. Flower H flushing out back onto Bad Boy as well. The DRX opt to just cut their losses. They're not going to overcommit to it. They had a look in, but they play for a better setup rather than forcing the issue. Ragnarok might be able to get 1 save in here. At least a duo Jukes.
Man, he definitely took his time here. I would have liked to see him kind of just make that push and just try to make a play, but instead, he waited, sacrificed one of his teammates, gets the res, and now they're on the move. But for how long, right? This next zone, that's how long. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was like a few seconds at most, mate.
I think I couldn't even count. It was done. Oh, Sapji though, and he's gone. That happened again.
It's unlucky. It's unlucky.
It is what it is.
Way he goes as GK crumble on that one. Look to reply. Fair play, man. You know, he had a mindset to it. Cut your losses, run off as a solo. Conversion rate probably not great, right? So he at least attempts to reset. Like you say, blink and you miss it, though. Forget about it.
Oh, out of there. Hey, 4 Thrives are up, though. They're still in the mix here. Got themselves a nice little valley. They're big chilling right now, just playing it nice and quiet. That's what it's all about. You know, when you get a position like this, the best of the best, this is how they do it. You got to have that aggression and passiveness, like a light switch, right? The second you know when it's time to get going, boom, the whole 4 on the move immediately. And let's see if they're going to do that now as this next zone is about to pop. Where are we going? We're going dead center. We're going down south. Hey, dead center right here. So yeah, 4 Thrives are going to have a great strategy here. You know what that is? Do nothing, dude. Just stay right there for now.
Just sitting pretty.
Yep.
And they've been making it look good. It's been pretty beautiful the way it's gone so far. TT in the background as well, not looking great there. Unideal rotation, mate. Yeah, it's been a bit uncomfortable, really, Jukes.
Super unfortunate. Yeah, they're down a player, but they're in 15th place, 13 points. That ain't going to cut it. And honestly, like, yeah, a lot of teams at a certain point, they're just like, hey, let's just make it to the survival stage. But that just pushes your tournament life only 2 more days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that survival stage is going to be rough. So with so many games left, hey, start making something happen. Try to sneak one of those top 5 positions because that's going to guarantee you to the big show.
You got to build that pathway there. Like the tagline says, nothing is granted for Falak, though. That's an instant connection over. Moxie revealing his card as well from GOAT team there. Finally, a little bit of excitement from GOAT. Been a very quiet game from them. They might be tested as the compound crash comes in swiftly. Thundertalk's getting silent, hitting them with a shush as Foopsman delivers again. Swift moves with a rifle up close. Switches to the secondary and makes it look simple. Looking for the pickup play as well, Jukes, as Thundertalk are out again.
Yeah, kind of a crazy push there, just getting punished instantly. But GOAT said, hey, We'll take those all day long. We need all the eliminations that we can get. Now we're going to see Force just trying to apply a little bit of pressure there onto AGAL. RRQ near the broken plane are now outside of this circle. Yeah, they're getting picked off little by Furia.
Gaming Star with the overlook in the rear as well. So many free bits of information being provided between these teams that are scrapping right now. They're looking for the lineup with the nades down onto Raouf. It's good sideline angle, stereo chucks from those nades. Angle exposed, good connection, that's Raouf knocked.
Here we go, things starting to heat up here as you got Coops now on the move. Looking to get in the action, but Furia, they need all these eliminations. Silence, he's got that DBS, he's waiting for that push-up. Trying to avoid some of these nades, so he might catch this player off guard. He does. Nice little pre-shot, but gets turned on. And RRQ now getting shot on the other side of Nigma Galaxy. Nigma Galaxy said, we'll take these points all day long. As now, they're going to be on the third party here. Ayala trying to slow him down. Oh, the run over, not going to happen. As Ayala switching to the mini, getting it done. Now it's up to Satan here, throwing out the mollies. They don't connect. Oh, what a stiff arm on the side of Furia.
Oh, try as he might to withstand and keep on fighting. Finally buckles on that one. We came into this saying it looks like it's more defined now with some of our top squads, but one by one, they've been removed from the equation. Furia getting lit up as well with the push from Aulula as they take space off them, Jukes.
There we go. Aulula need to start making something happen here, and they do, but it is going to be Gaming Star stealing away some of those eliminations. Aulula really needed every single one of them. They only get one so far, and they are all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. So Aulula, you cannot hesitate. We talk about that just a little bit faster.
Now, as much as it's been quiet from their POV with Ulf, you've seen them starting to show up in the elim feed with those shots from distance. They've been pretty good with some of the connections they've had off the DMRs to steal away points in amongst the commotion from other squads. We get their full POV there as they start to advance, get a bit of a read on things. KRX, they've been playing more of a quiet, passive rotate. They've had a lot of opportunities where they could have fought Jukes, but they've been thinking about the end game.
Yeah, and they're thinking about those leaderboards right now, right? You got Nigma Galaxy out, you got Team Flash out. Putting some points on the board here is critical, especially when you got 4 Thrives still in the mix here with all 4 up. But yeah, look at that, 4 Thrives. Fallock getting a knock onto Aaron with that nade. Definitely want to go take a look at that one there, as the zone is starting to close. Ooh, bounce nade just a little bit too short. So it looks like Wolf will be able to get that reset, so very fortunate for them. But 4 Thrives now know exactly where they're at.
Keeping them guessing at least with the moves. Decent amount of awkward cover to play with, so it's hard to get those clean connections off. If the fight breaks out from the squads in front with OG and 4 Thrives, you could attempt to move up on it. Limited utility, though, it seems, between the players right now. One nade in the hands for Scarface. Smoke going to go up so they can close the gap somewhat. Rifles in play, shots on Scarface. Taking a decent amount of damage off it. And he get that one on target. Woo! It's ACOP up top. Smooth shots over. Low on health here, Jukes. Meanwhile, T24 and 4 Thrives as a roster actually shutting down Gaming Stars that were encroaching in. It's all starting to bubble up, Jukes.
Hey, 4 Thrives say, hey, you know what? It's time to pop up and get in the mix here. They're going to get into the action as Orangutan. You're going to need to hit these nades, and they do get one. Let's see what WizGod could do. Going to have to make some shots outside these windows. Oh, never mind. Jumps out the door. Oh, but just a little bit too late, gets turned around. And now Ulfer on the push, trying to soak up as many eliminations as they can. Meanwhile, 4 Thrives, just looking like a lion in the jungle, ready to strike.
Clawing through the competition with ease. Once again, Falak comes out swinging. Heavy is the hand of Falak as he starts to slap his way through the competition here. Rotate back over, set their attention on Orangutan and Ulf and see if they can third party onto this awkward encounter. Nades being primed. Top floor control there with a DBS watching the run-up, but it's the nade they didn't expect. Blows them away from the back.
Fourth drive, stealing away those points. A cop, though, does get that knock on the Falak. That's going to buy them a little bit of time here. Huzaifa is right up and goes first with that nade. He gets Scarface looking for a little bit more. The blue zone starting to close in just a minute here. And Fourth Thrives are dominating this building. Ulf, OG are completely stuck.
Trapped in position and panicking as Huzaifa goes absolutely ballistic on the cleanup. Shuts down Ulf, rips them away from any potential plays and looks to do more single-handedly. This is scary now, Jukes. Orangutan trapped still. Finally on the peek out. That's a knockback. Alula with the third party from the top.
Ah, that angle that was so dominant. Quick finally crests that hill and makes Fourth Thrives just slow down just a little bit. They still have 2 players up. 8 eliminations, though. That's going to put them into second place. Only a few points away from that top spot. Aula, this is their chance, right, to get out the bottom of the leaderboards and extend their tournament life. They got 4 points. They've had a rough day so far. Now's the time to make it happen. Do not play this passively, Aula. You got to get as many eliminations and win this game here and now.
Got to trust in the source, Jigs. They're bringing it. It's been good so far. But how long does it last? OG suffering heavy casualties as well. The shots are on point. Goodbye, good night. ACOP the only one left in the rear. And that's the Foops, man, and GOAT team starting to build on this one as well. You got to be scared of the Goats, Jukes. They bite.
Making it happen. Force getting another shot on the leaderboards there. And that is Orangutan out and eliminated. We got 4 teams remaining here. Fourth Thrives, KRX, GOAT, and Alula. Let's see what Fourth Thrives could do with their duo. IQ, man, that buggy is in big trouble. So right now, just hugging the circle, driving around, trying to get a little bit more intel, figure out what is going to be the plan here. Oh, running into that tree definitely wasn't a part of the plan, I'll tell you that right now. But he does get away with it. Nades are starting to ring on out. He knows exactly where GOAT is. Yeah, he's got to have to move to safety here because they're going to start shooting that buggy if he ain't careful.
This is vintage GOAT with how they're playing it. The 2-2 setup early with Moxie and Force advancing, but they switch it up. Call for the rotate. Killer Joe takes the fight straight to T24 and punishes with 4 Thrives falling to the might of the GOAT once again. Sight dialed in back over to where KRX are set up. 11 elims already, Jukes.
Ooh, they're looking good. You know, GOAT wants this win. They want to put themselves in the top 5 right here and now. They might just do it here. Meanwhile, you got KRX. They were sitting, what, in 4th place a little earlier, so they're looking pretty, but not for long. They got no more vehicles. There's nothing but open field right in front of them. Aula, I would like to see them get a little bit more aggressive here. You have the numbers, right? Start spreading your wings a little bit. Don't allow GOAT to catch you on the back foot.